Hello guys, and what's up, let's see, I'm just waiting. Come on. Yes. Just, yeah, the buffering. Yo, what's up guys, and what is up? Today we're playing some Prison Architect. Let's go ahead and start. I don't know how bad it's gonna be. Hopefully it's not too laggy. Right now I'm just waiting on them to build. I have a lot of stuff for them to build. My workmen don't like building for me. No, not really. I may actually split this into two, this part being half and then this part being half. This is actually... it's kind of weird when this is actually, I don't know. Go check. See stream health real fast. I'm not going to be watching chat that much, so whoever is watching, just keep that in mind. I just decided to say hey. So you can come and watch some Prison Architect from somebody who doesn't know how to play Prison Architect. That well, I should say. I should go on and say I don't know how to play it that well, though I can play it, so... I'm not a TYP. No, I'm not. I don't read chat. Yeah. Totally sounds like me. 100%. Let's go and get some lights up in here. Do. Trying to build lights, and you don't know what else to do. So since you have just copied... Well, I've got two sectors that are pretty much built at this time. Death Row and Supermax. Yeah, like like I built those first. But then again, this is creative mode, so like it really matters what you build first. Well, it sort of does actually. Anyway, that's complicated things for another day. It's not supposed to be a cell. Bunch of idiots. I'll have to fix that in a second. But then again, I built it myself, so I guess that problem was bound to come anyway. So this is where I screw up like really bad. Materials, concrete. Bloody hell, where'd it go? There it is. And then, I don't know about you, but I want to just go ahead and dismantle that. And we'll keep that enabled, but where is solitary? Come on. Okay, and let's see. What's it? How can somebody say in chat like how quality is of the stream? Like, I mean that's fine if you don't talk in chat, but I'd like to know how quality is because it doesn't really show it on the screen because I'm the one who's live. I guess I'll go back in here. Add some lights. And stick one right there. Whew, come on, autosave. Now let's see what chat has to say. Nothing. Of course chat has nothing to say. They really don't care what I'm doing, which is fine. It's not like I really care, chat. But, I would prefer knowing how my quality's doing. But then again, there is the other question. Why are you watching me? If everybody could be watching, you're watching me. And these rooms are going to be built, so I won't put in their lights. I will put in the infirmary's lights. And I still gotta floor this entire place. Oh, that'll be a pain. Putting floors in this. Oof. That would be good. It would be very interesting, actually. And see, the funniest thing is that when I was building this, if you even care, I actually just built my my Supermax and Death Row along the same sort of rules, like the same building, and then what I had left over, I just made the rooms a little bit bigger. Because I kinda it out that these would be, like, everything would be the same, but it didn't quite end that way, so... And you also have to realize that kind of Death Row and Supermax have two different needs. I mean, they still need, like, all the stuff in their cells and things, but they have two different needs. And I probably could use that canteen for something a little bit different, but since Death Row doesn't need a canteen. But that's besides the point. Since infirmary is up, I'm gonna just floor them in. I'm gonna give all these floors, like, eventually. Because technically you walk faster, unlike the floor that it gives you. But do I really care? Is a different story. Maybe not place anything. It's not like anything needs it, so... like, outside you usually can walk pretty fast. I mean, unless you're walking on, like, dirt or something. But, like, inside, once you put down floors, it's kind of a different story. You'll move a little bit slower. But then again, the rooms do look a little bit more... I don't know... better. This is gonna be one of them whiter rooms. White tiles. Speaking of that, I don't have a shower, but then again, the showers are in their cells, so it's like the shower's really needed. For prisoners, I'm just gonna give them basic wood floors. Somebody say, yeah, it's a little bit too pricey. But then again, who really cares? And then for main halls, probably just do... might just stick with just that or something. Yeah, I think I might just stick with the concrete. It's like when you go into a room, like your entire view changes. But I mean, that still means I need to add a bunch flooring to the staff room area. All of that can just be painted in wood. And that should be painted in metal. We can do white tiles in the bathrooms. Wood, yep. So, and then in the dining area and things of that sort, I'm thinking we go with, ooh, I don't know. There's a lot of options. There are a lot of options to go with here. We could go with, I'm thinking maybe marble. Marble would probably be just fine for a dining space, especially for staff. And then white tiles for the kitchen area. That should be just perfect. My workers don't like me very much, so giving them something that they should like me over. Yeah, actually, they're getting better at liking me, you know. Oh, that's good. They used to just purely hate me, so. Crap. Of course, I place it right against the wall like a complete idiot. Of course, that's me. Gosh. Some days I can just be an idiot. So this is supposed to be any security detention center, so that's sort of the reason why we have the triple layer fence. Is just for security. And that's also why that this building is still left empty for minimum security. It's sad. So anyways, I gotta wire all this up. Well, by wire I mean water it all up. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, I did this. I do believe I did this. I must have lost that progress. But this was done earlier. Like maybe a week or so ago. And I probably lost the progress, but yeah, I do remember doing that, so. Probably just me not doing the game right by not closing it correctly, or who knows. It tends to crash quite a bit, so. That might be why. Anyways, for water running to that, go ahead and run it here. Oh, and by the way, this is usually the safest route to pipe your building, is just by running it, like, around the outside of it. Because usually the people who start mining will be in the middle, and not, well, sometimes they are, sometimes they're near the edge. And since I've got these, well, these two are connected, but since these guys are practically always on lockdown, they're not going to be tunneling, and they won't have access to those tools. So I've just connected Death Row and Supermax. They won't have access of really worrying. They might have, you know, luxuries, but I mean, I care about finding people with luxuries, but other than that, I won't search a prisoner just because I see them holding like a phone. If I see them holding a lighter, I might search them, because that could be dangerous, as we all know from escaping from prisons. Lighter is dangerous, and you can just sit there and light your prisons on fire. Like so. Anyways, then I want to pipe my solitary. This is protective custody, so yeah, that's why it's so luxurious. Essentially, I give protective custody not as much space as minimum security, but the luxuries of being in like death row, like you get well, you don't get those luxuries in your cell, but you get them in general. Like you get like a chapel, you get that thing. They don't get those, but they get something, at least of some scale, like they at least get, a prayer mat or something in their cells. Weights. We even have a yard, but well, we still gotta, dismantle the yard and make it, a yard. I actually just have a door on there for my regime. Quite a open regime. This will be for everybody. 6 hours work, 6 hours free. Got nothing to put there. I might end up putting like an extra eat time so I can get that. But whatever. Speaking of grants, what grants can I get? Can I get that? No, not quite. I might, actually. Let's try it. I need guards, don't I? Yeah, I need guards. I need, 50 guards? No. 200 guards. And this is when this is a good time when to pause your game. Oh, I need a holding cell as well. I've given them body armor, but I have not given I can't speak English today. I've given them tasers because there's no need. They're kind of excessive. But I will hire 200 guards. And that's right now. I may hire more in the future once we start getting prisoners. But I want to get them on routes, it's like potatoes, tomatoes. It does the world basis. We can fit 55 prisoners. That's not bad. I've built smaller prisons, actually. I'll get the 200. I'll also get 200 workmen. Or something like that, so I can maybe get some jobs done. Because workmen don't do their work. Yet they're called workmen. It's actually quite sad. Now watch this explosion. Oh, the lag. Ooh, that was some lag. But then again, yeah, and I don't even have the graphics cranked anymore. I actually had to turn them down because I expanded from the tiny starting plot. Speaking of the tiny starting plot, that was like from here. You can see where it was and where the entire prison. I've mainly just expanded in these two directions. I expanded up, down, and to the right. Well, to the left. No, to the right. Didn't expand to the left. There was no need. Anyways, I better start powering some stuff, so going under utilities now. I'm gonna power things all the way up to the... This looks like a middle point, so powering things all the way up to there. So I'm gonna use this as my... Should technically use that, because I'm just waiting on all the OCD people to go, that's not the middle. Nobody asked you if it was the middle. Sad to say, but nobody did. Then I want to go across, and then I'll connect these up like so. Let's do something like that. Do that. Like so. Don't dismantle that. Dismantle those. Like that. And don't dismantle that one, dismantle that one. No, don't dismantle. I'm just, yeah, just trying to figure out how in the world I want to route this, wire this thing. Put this, like so. Just a couple little break-offs to power all that. Then for water. These things should have wire. There. These still need wires. That should be everything. Having water. I do believe. I hope so. And also, how did I get those two backwards? I can't tell that. Oh, this one's smaller. Oh yeah, because yeah, okay, now I remember. Oh, that story. So why is it questionable? I should have more of those, actually. I should just have, like, 2 more. Just cause. So, where's power up here? Oh yeah, that's right, I didn't route it up like that in that one. This is actually a little bit smarter, but whatever. I should have done it like that though. I shoulda. But I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know. That thing. I can just do that though. So it's easily fixable. It's not like it's terribly hard to fix or anything. I cannot believe I haven't powdered this yet. I probably will end up fixing it like that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. As I fix my eyeball. Well, that's better. I can actually see again. Okay, so in order to fix something like that, that big mistake, well actually I couldn't really, because the way oh, I hate myself to the end of times. I gotta figure out a place to put a power supply. I don't know if this will be able to power everything. It might, actually, because I mean there's not a whole lot. Things I wish there was like a I know this game is done in production, but I wish there was like a dismantled utility that was only for like power cables or water. And what was that? What did I kill? Oh my. I killed power. It's time to test something. Because if this works, then I'll be able to get all of them. I don't know if it has to be. I don't know if the capacitors have to be surrounding. If they have to be surrounding, then we might just be stuck in a power issue for Supermax. So, and I did know about this issue about having not enough power, but I did not know it got that bad. Well, then again. It wasn't that bad until I started adding lights, so yeah, this'll be good. Come on, power. Come on. Send over some more capacitors, please. Who's got the capacitors? Oh, there they are. There's one of them. Oh, game. And that one's way up there. And then that one is also way up there. So this is like the closest. Oh no, it's just the way the thing arcs. Okay, cool. So this guy's gonna be first. I think I was... Anyways. So... Let's see if this actually works. If this does, that would be perfect. If it doesn't, then this area's screwed. Oh, does it? Wait. Yeah, no. I officially debunk the theory that putting capacitors on the outside works. It doesn't. I probably should have known that, though. But now I gotta figure out what place to put capacitors. I guess I could put water. Actually, I might go do that. I might go put the water up there and dismantle that pump. That might work, because then I could put the 3 where... This is sketchy, but, I mean... Like, whatever. Who's bringing that water pump? We gotta move that today. We got this thing. Someone's got it. It's somewhere. Oh, I think it's coming. There it is. Yeah, it's still gotta get its way through the main doors. Speaking of main doors, they are just solitary doors. And geez, that's a lot. And I also forgot to build this room. I'll build it in a minute. What has to be done but isn't done? Oh, what a day. I don't know if I'll ever use... I think I counted up. I don't know. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. So every cell block, there's 10 more cells just for protective custody. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So you can actually count each cell block, which is every 2 rows 10, as 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. I have 110. I actually have more cells than Supermax. But then again, Supermax is mostly used for violent prisoners. So I wish I was reading chat. Let's see what chat has to say. Oh, 2 people are watching now. I just came to see what chat had to say. So I wish I could see who was watching. Because I never get people watching my streams. It just never happens. I was going back into the game because nobody's really saying anything in chat. By the way, I don't read chat, so very much. So yeah, we have an entire protective custody cell block that has that you can fit up to, I repeat, up to 110 prisoners. Oh, that's a lot. And you know what would suck is that if we had a prisoner come into the prison that was ex-law enforcement, snitch, and legendary. that makes you question, do you put them in Supermax or do you put them in protective custody? Because if they're in protective custody, they'll just cause problems. If you put them in Supermax, they may get targeted. So, anyways, let's continue reading what chat has to say. They don't have anything to say, of course. Of course chat has nothing to say. When does chat have anything to say, actually? Anyways, go ahead and hit the little eye icon up in the top corner. You'll be able to vote on what games you like, what game you like best, and whatever game that has the most percentage will be streamed more often, and then it just go down the list. There's 5 games up there, so go and check out those polls. There's also another poll, which is want more live streaming in general. So we've already been streaming for half an hour. Not a lot. Saw 2IP was on, so I had to come see what's up. Let's go ahead and get back into game here. So, well, they built that finally. Took you long enough. Oh, go ahead. Okay, so now we're just waiting on them to install those capacitors, and then we'll have power for the most part re-upped. So whenever he gets around doing that, I'm actually gonna just add a little. Where's all? Oh yeah, I'm trying to have I have 2 water pumps pumping this entire thing. Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's complicated. I like how this guy came and installed, I think, a water pipe. No, power. He came and removed power on a more prioritized. And I can now turn this. And shall we have power? Yes, we have power. Yay, we have power again. Because idiot me decided to lose power because I wasn't watching how many volts I was actually chucking at this thing. Speaking of that, I don't have a security room. You know, security room's going to be up there, in this corner. That's where security's going to be. Oh, idiot me. How I love you. So, did I not? Oh no, that's right, I didn't have a visitation. I didn't think they needed visitation. Of course. Man, who thought that inmates need a visitation, especially if they're very dangerous and want to steal things, especially mainly lighters. That's the only thing I'm really worried about from them stealing. Oh, the lighters. You never get me down. I'll go ahead and check. Tiny little solitaires. Aren't they supposed to go with these here? I thought they... No, they don't. Okay. I got that wrong. I thought they... Yeah. Idiot me. Okay, so... I'm just gonna go ahead and build something... Let me just do metal. Because yes, of course you shall put metal flooring in a very good location. It's actually not a bad place to put it. If I do say so myself. And I do. So as I slowly put wood flooring in all of my cells, Because that's my signature for fancy cells. You put good flooring in it. And as any cell may say, I don't know if I can actually quote this. A good floor is a good inlay? I have no clue. I have no clue what I just said. I get a lot of that, actually. I do. Now that I think of it. Now, so why did I... Questionable things I do with this game. Very questionable. Okay. Hey, so, Rye, which do you think belongs... Well, I don't know if you've ever played this game. So which, if you have, answer. If not, don't worry about it. What do you think more belongs in in that room? I was going to put parole in here, in this room that I'm highlighting. But, how do I think of it? Why would you want to parole a dangerous inmate? At least give them the chance to parole. That would be a bad idea. So I'm thinking about just making that visitation. That actually doesn't seem like a bad idea. Why not? Let's just do it. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna do it. Do as I say, not as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Guys, I need some... Where's my visitation? Oh, visitation! Oh, there it is. So how do I build them down here? In this area, I built them next to each other, and then I had a little wall gap filler. And prisoner... Ooh, that's a good question. Do we put that in there? I guess I should. And then just have like a door. Do as I say, not as I do. Wait until that's built. That should... I do say should, I'm not 100% sure. Allow for prisoners not being able to get where the visitors are at, but don't quote me on that. Please don't. You know it should. I don't know. I'll find out in a second. I'll find out when I can see in deployment. Once they build all these. Come on. Come on, get faster. Come on. Chop chop. Chop chop real slow. No. It's not, no, it's I give up. You can see I'm a little rusty at this. Yeah, actually, it's a little bit more beyond it. No, I think it's... How did this area go? Okay, yeah, the marble for an eat area doesn't look too bad. Now I think of it. For in here, since this is an office, I'll just that like that. In here, they get white. I can't say it. I officially can't say white. Like you're supposed to say white. Well, yeah, it's a complicated thing. Only some people would know this. Come on, we have like one more to install. Where is it? Well, then again, I have a sea of workmen trying to install floors, so this could get interesting. This is what happens when you hire 200, I think, workmen? Like, when you have, like, 200 workmen. This is what happens. I should have hired 500. Mainly because having 500 would get things done way faster. And there would always be enough work where, like, there's either no workmen not doing any work or... Yeah. Anyways, did this thing in deployment... I check. Okay, that is a separate room. That is perfect, because that's exactly what I wanted. So why is that not super nice? That's... You can't even tell that those are solitary, because just the way they're built, mainly. I mean, deployment doesn't even... No, deployment does. It's so tiny. Tiny little solitary. Laundry over here is apparently not staff only. Yeah, that makes no sense. All those. You could make each bathroom its own, like, rating level. That'd be funny, like I don't know, like a Supermax inmate, like, trying to get into security just so they could go to the bathroom. Oh, that would be funny. That would be. I'm gonna make that staff only, since there shouldn't be any cross-talking with other prisoners. This can be staff only as well. Everything in here should just be this for now. I'll go a little bit more in depth. Not in depth. What am I saying? I'll figure this out a little bit more later. Make that like so. Room, visitation. Where are you, visitation? There it is. Like that, and then... Okay, so that's my canteen. That should be my kitchen. Do I even have a kitchen? No, there's one. Kitchen, good. Is that infirmary? Infirmary is the little medical bed. Yep, that's infirmary. This needs to be an office, but I'll figure that out in a minute. These are all cells. That's laundry. Solitary up there. And then this I did not map out, so... Although it is, though. It is. Yeah. It almost makes it look... I just realized this almost makes it look like that's three separate tables, but it's really not, just an extra table there. Just sharing the same bench. If I can speak today, that would be a blessing. Oh man, you can tell it's late. You can. Lights in. So standing a couple here and there. Well, not really hearing here and there. So I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle that one little light in the corner for a little bit more of an efficient lighting option in there. And then the halls need to be lit, but I'll figure that out in a minute. Trying to get everything lit right now is a pain. Lit. Yeah, lit. I'm just gonna stick with that. I'll go with a little bit different of an option. I like how I stuck my bin there. My bin. Okay, so going back into materials to do some more material works. Should continue all the way out to the door. These should be white tiles because it's a kitchen. Marble should be used as the canteen. In the visitation, probably I'll end up using, I don't know. I wish I had this game on Steam, but I don't. It's a complicated thing. Yeah. We can do mosaic. Mosaic don't look too bad. It almost looks like carpet. Almost. I didn't, yeah, okay. I forgot to do that, but, I mean, do they really? I mean, look at this. Just something I just thought of. Back to the main topic. We can fit. I want this prison to be all whites and darks and sort of mid-tones. I'm thinking mosaic wouldn't be bad, but wood wouldn't be either, and marble wouldn't be either. I don't use marble a whole lot, so I'm just going to use marble in this case. I think I can always change it later. I don't think the marble looks super duper bad. It looks pretty good, in my opinion. Well, that was a lot of money. So now we need phone taps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phone taps, preferably. I'm probably not even going to use everything within them, but then again, you are kind of looking at my setup for gates. I've actually built an entire setup for these gates. Yeah, check my utilities. Huh. Actually, I should probably change something in here real fast. And that is connect to that. And that one, connect that one to that one. Connect that one to that one. Connect that one to that. And that would allow for all of these gates to be opened, like, from any of those. And same thing down here at the bottom. Nice. So, the only other thing I can think of is probably like connecting the top ones to the bottom ones and the bottom ones to the top. And that wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. No, it wouldn't. Or would it? No, probably not. Oh, by the way, if you hit shift, you can actually connect to multiple things without having to go back, so keep that in mind. Especially when you're wiring multiple things together, it can make things so much quicker. Command, do no harm. Cool. This might actually work, and if it does, that means that, like, I don't know. I don't exactly know what it means. It probably means that I don't know. Just gonna derp out here for a minute and think of what it means. It probably means that no matter what controller you're at, you can open every gate. Why did I just connect those? Kinda makes no sense. Why I just connected. How many lines are going from this? There are 4. Did I connect it? I can't tell. No, I don't think I did. That's fine. You sure? Cool. I feel like I didn't. Did I not? That would actually quite suck, because I don't know how to wire right. Yet I... Bloody hell! Okay, so... Check, make sure all those connections are good. Make sure that one is going into that correctly. Controllers themselves, because that's the other thing I do. Making sure everything has a backwards connectivity. I guess this is what happens when you try connecting two things from halfway across the map. Well, from actually the entire length of the map, so I'm not that surprised. One thing I am surprised, though, is that I didn't have my returns. Bugger. This is so annoying. Everything is set up correctly. Door control systems connected to door control systems. It's all set up right, I do believe. Huh, it does not want to connect correctly. Anyways, that should be good. By setting all that up, that means that not only do I have like a billion wires running, But I also have like all of these connected to every door servo, allowing every gate door to be opened. And it's actually pretty hard to infiltrate something like that. Because not only is it a security room, which makes it so guards are usually, at least there's 1 or 2 guards that are in there that are not on door duty, but there's also, you know, usually quite a few like that, like up here where there's a big just super guards. So if you were like trying to escape the prison, they might have like a big soup of guards just sitting in there waiting for you to bust through. Speaking of that, I got an idea. Oh, this will be good. By putting some sort of defense, that means that you can either just try priming through the staff doors. Not a good idea. Or you can take your hat at the gate itself. But having that defense prevents people who are trying to escape to go up here. Well, go up here since you can't really see my fingers at. Go around and go through 1 door. They have to at least go through the gates or through these doors. Probably being easier if I did something like that, though. Oh, by the way, I put them backwards. So go down here real fast. That, and that should at least prevent there being an easy escape route for any prisoner trying to bust their way out of the prison. Because I do believe it's easier to get through staff doors than road gates, but I don't know. But then again, it might also be a bad idea to go up against an entire staff room full of guards. So, not staff room, security room full of guards. So, I mean, it sort of equals out which way you want to go. I mean, do you go through the way where there might be a billion guards? Or do you go through the way where it might be a little bit harder to punch through, but you don't have to, well, you still have to deal with those guards, but they're not going to just start exploding out of these little buildings that are guard shacks. Like I said, I can't speak today. There's also nobody, and that's the nice thing is that this 1 door control system controls all of the doors. So if you really wanted to, you could get like maybe like 1 person like in your entire escape team, like in escape mode. I don't know if this works. And like take an entire security room and make sure it's good and defended and everything, and then escape everybody else by just leaving the doors open. It's a weakness yet a strength, you know, but that's something for some other video when I try to escape this prison at the end. Oh, this will be fun, because even if I do try to escape, it'll probably end up being me tunneling. But I'll also have to make sure I have a big map just next to me of knowing where all the pipes are, the pipes go, and knowing all of that. Just so I know the fastest way to dig, if I were to dig. And then I would also map down security routes, you know, and armored guards and things like that. Speaking of armored guards, there are a bunch of them. Well, there might be. I don't know. How many do we end up fitting into this armory? We can currently hire 16, but we will probably end up hiring more. We mainly have these armed guards in here not to kill rioting prisoners in this area, mainly to defend these guys. They're not looking to harm the good old protective custody, but they are looking to harm anybody who's trying to get into protective custody. But we mainly have it so we have a quick access point for any security officer trying to get to their work. It's mainly snipers who are out of ammo or on break mainly. We end up fitting in a fully functional armory though. But I mean, it is defended by a staff room. So why are these things not watered? Where's my water? Oh yeah, that's right. The pressure isn't great enough. I've never actually had that happen to me where I've just not had enough pressure to keep things watered. So that's actually a first. And an interesting one, actually. That's a weird show on TV. Oh man, I cannot wait. Who's watching chat? Okay, good job. We have a power. Of course, I'm not reading chat. He said a bunch of stuff. So, I had to come see what he said. Yeah, wow, we've had 3 viewers in total? Going back, see, anybody say anything? No. Going back in the game here, I still have to figure out how in the world I want to power this place. Because I know this side's going to need a bit more power. Maybe. What's power looking right now? It's doing okay. It's not doing as bad as I thought. Middle power. Not there. Should do. And I will hook that up in a minute. Continue running that mid power. And then I guess I can hook that up. If it becomes a power issue, I can easily dehook it up, so where are all my cookers? I'm quite sure that the cooker makers just ran out of stock. I don't know. Because I have no cookers. Oh yeah, okay, there. At least I've got some cookers. Come on, workmen. Slow men. Come on. Oh, workmen are always so slow, but I guess that's what makes the game. So, I mean, yeah. So right now would be a good time for a like spike. So when I say like spike, I want you guys to just slam that like button. Whoever many are in here. 1, 2, 3, like spike. There's only like 3 of you or something, so I'm not expecting that many likes, but just hit that like button. Just show that you like the episode so far. And yeah, just show your appreciation. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as every subscriber does help this channel grow and get the word out to more and more people. Anyways, so continuing on, waiting on Workman Simulator 2018. Yeah, it's about that time already. Yeah. Look at this. There's one cooker coming. One. Oh, 2, 3. Now they're starting to come in. There they are. Oh, and if you're wondering why there's so many solitary cells, mainly just because I have a bunch of extra room I did not know what to do with, and I just tossed it down there. Especially if you have 110 prisoners. You want about how many? I gotta count this. I don't even know how many of these things I have down here. 4, 8, 12. So every 10 prisoners, there's 2 solitary cells, from what it looks like. And then I have a bunch of extras that, again, I just didn't know what to do with the space. Though, what's the minimum requirements of a cleaning cupboard? Cleaning cupboard, right there. Minimum requirements is 3 by 3. Okay, well I can't fit a cleaning cupboard down there. That sucks. So there's 2, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's a little bit more than 3 per prison, or 3 per 10 cells. A little bit more than that, so I mean that's not a bad ratio. I'm just mainly expecting just a bunch of nothing. There's no real reason for them. Now I'm just sitting here just waiting on them to. There, it's all done now. Took you long. Oh, I gotta put the rest of the cookers in because I had to remove some buildings. I had to remove some of the fridges so I can add more cookers. So for every 1 fridge, you want about 1 cooker because every 1 cooker can cook 1 food item. That's why fridges have 2 boxes and cookers have 2 stoves. So, yeah. And since these are going to be high quality, high variety meals, they're going to be very good for the prisoners and things. So I want plenty of cookers to make those very good meals. Because I do not want fat prisoners. But I don't want super buff prisoners either. I mean, but we're going to have those buff ones. As much workout time as they'll get. Because they have a lot of free time. I think it's like 6 hours of just work time. And mainly just so I can see how the whatchamacallit grow. The gangs. That's what I was looking for. The gangs grow. Because I want to see what those gangs can do. The only ones that won't have as much free time is probably going to become the high security, not maximum, but the supermax, and supermax and death row. Those probably will just be on. Well, death row, I don't think you can set it up because they're just locked in their cells permanently until you decide to excite them. Or, hopefully, let them be free. Because, yeah. One of the things I wish is that, in the bureaucracy, when you unlock this, execution liability, when you unlock that, I wish that you could have a slider bar that allows you to choose any number between 5 or 3 or something, in 10. Because, I mean, 10% is against the odds, but, I mean, they still could, you know, not be, you know, they may be innocent and would have been let go. You know? So, I mean, that would have been nice, but no. Once it's down below 10%, you can schedule it right away, but I mean, I guess you can wait and let it go lower. But yeah. So, the only thing I don't have is a kennel, because I just didn't build it in this area. So, I gotta check something. Nice thing about planning mode is you can actually measure things. That's 9. Making it 9 and then going up. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that space quite yet, but I want to do something. It's probably about that size. I will probably just merge and make a bigger yard. Probably a bigger shower. And I don't know. I want to make a kennel. Maybe a bigger infirmary. Not a morgue, but a bigger infirmary. Because, I mean, the infirmary is quite small. I might actually add some classrooms. Because I only have 2. But, I mean, 2 isn't that bad. This is the only area I'm not sure what I'm going to deal with. So I'm going to expand that, and expand that. So, I mean, I have 2 rooms I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I need a kennel, and then I need probably just make it another classroom. Or maybe I could move a cleaning cupboard there. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Because I'm going to put my cleaning cupboard right here, but then I had a security room with it. So maybe if I actually didn't have it like that and moved it down there. I don't know. And also, why is that like that? Oh, idiot me. Some days I can be an absolute idiot and not know how to play this game. But then again, it's been how long since I played this game? I can't even remember myself, so I mean, I guess I can't really blame it on myself because it's been so long, so I'll figure out something to do with those rooms. I'll probably do, I don't know, something. Well, it might not be a cleaning cupboard. It might be an office. Yeah, because I don't have a psychologist. No, I do. Never mind. No, I don't. So that one's actually back in the picture. Yeah, I don't have a psychologist, so that might just be a psychologist's office. The one up at the top. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. Okay, so let's go ahead and the doors are top and bottom, so using that, except for the ones I'm just expanding. Just outright. And this one is going to be bottom. No. This one's going to be top. Boom. Like that. So, like so. So let's demolish wall, yeah. And then bulldozing the foundation a little bit. Straight up just bulldozing the interior. And there's some light. Let there be some light. Oh man, that looks actually pretty fun. Yep, just got rid of the... Yeah, all the guards are just dissipating. It's funny. Watching them just disappear. Let's see. But what's that? Quit trying to use the corner. Go that way. There's a door. Use it. And look at that. So now if I go ahead and make a room, let's call this room a yard. Big ol' yard. That's a bit like it. Just gonna dismantle that real fast. So now I just need a holding cell. I could actually use that as a holding. Is that 5? If I measure, because that might not be a security anymore. Because I can put because the security's in there. I'll go ahead and measure this real fast. Yeah, that's 5. So that could be a holding cell. That could be. Oh, that hole's just there. So let's go ahead and build a holding cell. So it'll just be a not a jail door actually. Nope, cancel. It will be just 2 solitary doors. Because I like security. Well, mainly because we have to remember that. And sorry if I'm not keeping up with chat, I'm just not reading it. I don't read chat. I love to, but I only have like 1 monitor, and I play this game in full screen. Obviously not at full resolution because of the... Well, at full resolution, but not max graphics. Because of the simple fact that this map is huge. Well, yeah. But what is chat saying? Arthur U, I don't know if you're still watching. Some. I'm working at it. If Arthur U is still watching. I have no clue. Is he? I don't know. I can't tell who's watching. If anybody can tell me how stream quality is, that would be perfect. Because it's giving me a good stream health, but I ain't got a clue how good it is. Going back into the game itself, now the game shouldn't lag as much. So. You can tell that I'm not in the game because the game sort of lags on stream. But, I mean, that's just the game being the game. I do believe. Let's see, did you say anything in chat? Nope. No one said a thing in chat. Maybe because I probably went quiet. Continue that all the way over until I hit a water pipe. Because that's just how I build. So now I should be able to make a good holding cell. I actually made this thing look pretty good. Well, no one's gonna be really in it, so I mean, it's not really like it matters. Okay, grant. I can get that done. I can get that done. I'm gonna have to get that done in a little bit. I'll get that done in a minute. That'll be done eventually. Maintenance. That'll be done. That can be done. I'm just sitting here going, okay, this. Now I need... I can do that. Oh, that's cleaning cupboard. Okay. Then this is not marked out to be used for anything. So if I go ahead and go to logistics, prison labor. I can not assign anybody to work in the cleaning cupboard. Is it because it doesn't have a door? Kind of an odd reason, but I mean, I guess it's true. And I'll just toss a staff door on there. Along with a staff door on that. One of the few places I actually put a staff door on. Continue to see here. I'll do that as soon as I actually get some staff doors. installed. I guess I can actually probably start it though. Security procedure. Oh, yeah. And so the ones I'll be doing next are probably prison acclimation and engagement, visitation rights, and security procedure certification. I'll do the visitation rights will be done because the only thing I need is like the 30 visitor tables will be done in minimum security since they actually get those sort of things. For everything else is already done on that, and 5 phone booths is also done. Well, I guess I could actually do that in a minute because I still have to build my death row appeals. This station right there. Maybe they register these visitor booths says. That would actually be nice. That would be. Yeah, no, I just gotta wait for this. I thought I did. Oh wait, that's not a kitchen yet. Of course, I forgot to assign this as a kitchen. Odd. I am. Let's see. So building that as a kitchen. All the way out. No, it doesn't go all the way to the door. It's kind of dumb. Now let's go and go here. I'll assign that in a minute. Reform through education. That's pretty easy, and so is that. I guess I'm gonna have those going. I'll do long-term investment. I know neither one of these will get done anytime soon. So then I need... Is this thing? Okay, yeah, they have nowhere to eat, but that's not the point. That sucks. My workmen can't build very well. It's time to get new workmen. Are there any death row prisoners waiting for transfer, by chance? There are 2. I'll take those, actually. Fill the capacity. I'll just open up these. I'll have them open, but I won't fill anything since I have no cells to fill them. I'll bring in those. Actually, I'll keep these closed for now, since, like I said, I have nothing that needs them as of late, so I can bring in some death row prisoners. That wouldn't be bad. As I still have to build death row in general. Ow. Oh, I just did that. Oh, bugger. So the only thing that are really missing from death row cells, death row block, I should say, is that I just need a security room, execution, and appeals, death row appeals. Death row appeals is made of visitor desks, unsurprisingly. Well, you can put them either direction now. You used to not be able to do that. But, yeah, there's still the vertical, but... it's a complicated thing. And then just toss a couple chairs. Like so, and then I need... CC is not going to be worried, neither is door control, actually. I just need 2 phone taps. And anything else I'll hook up in a little bit. The reason I'm using 2 phone taps is because for every, in this at least, every 8 cells in Death Row and Supermax, I want 1 phone tap to be utilizing it. And then I just have to build the execution center. Oh, great. Not the funnest room to build. Mainly for the fact that who wants to watch somebody get executed? Not me. Oh. Sort of depends. I'm actually not going to center this. I'm just going to have 2 of them in the same room because why not? This gets a thumbs up from me, I guess. Like that. That should be plenty of seating. For 2 executions, possibly going on at the same time. Like you could do something like Brothers or something. But why the electric chair of the game shows? Like intro version. I can't speak. I give up. At this time, I give up at life, so please call back later. It's already. Oh wait, it's like a race to the finish line. There's like no power to these. Of course there's no power. Why would I power the executioners? Okay, so that's all been done. Now the only thing I need to do next is... I don't know, what needs to be done next? Oh, I need a room. I need rooms. I need to still mark out that this is an execution room. Because yes, it does matter. And I need to and I also need to make sure that... Where is parole? There you are, parole. Come here. Come here, parole. Because you use a parole in Death Row. Speaking of that, I need to go into deployment. Those are staff. Good. Everything else in here should be Death Row accessible. Okay, good. What was... That was weird. For guard patrol, I want the guard patrolling from here. Deployment again. Guard patrol. I don't see it. Not right. Okay, I wonder. Okay, I gotta reload this. So the screen's gonna go black for a minute because I have to reload the game. Because the game decided not to stopped working. The game decided to stop working. So I'll go ahead and reload the game real fast. Oh, I hate when that happens. Because all of a sudden my game decided to glitch out and then just decided not to work like the normal thing. Hold the tab. No, stay in this game actually. Load. Come on. That's a lot of entities that has to load. Thing. Hey, DJ3? DNJ3? I'm just playing some Prison Architect after hours, I guess. Tonight's beverage is going to be some coffee to keep myself awake up until the late night hours. So now I should be able to put some guard. Ah, it's working way better. So like that, and then I want guards just sort of deployed. What is that room? Oh, that's utility. Can't. Well, Death Row doesn't really have a canteen, but I still have one. Laundry. Should be laundry. I didn't room it, so it's not laundry. Yeah, like that. And then for guard patrol, I can just... Keep in mind, this is Supermax that I'm doing guard patrols for. Now, so... I don't know if I turned on Fog of War or not. If I did, then this will be a very interesting prison. If I didn't, then that's perfect. Because this will be me not using any CCTV. Hopefully. I have it unlocked, mainly so I have the phone tap, because I am going to be using phone tap mainly for people who have like really close access to the main fencing system, which I don't know if anybody was here earlier, but essentially I've done a 3-layer fence. Usually people will either do just regular fence or just, you know, perimeter fence, but I did a combination. I have an outer regular fence, and then I have a big old space. I think it's like 5 or something. It is 8. And then I have a 2, yep, and then I have a 1. And that is just to keep things from people throwing things over, because there is a distance. There is a maximum throwing distance where people can throw things over the fence. So you have to keep that in mind. So with that, as long as I have like as long as the yard isn't like right there by the fence, I can pretty much prevent anything from being thrown over. The only thing I have to worry about is somehow, which probably won't happen, prisoners getting out into this area, into the fenced area where they're kind of sandwiched between the building and things, and people can probably could throw, you know, something over, but that's just luck. As I just watch a cook just walk through the wall like he doesn't know what he's doing. But so I gotta think. 5x5. So you can't use this room. Okay. What do we do? Ooh, do. I think it's still usable though, isn't it? Or is it not? Can I not, like, program it? Because if I can, that would be perfect. So if I go ahead and edit schedule. Parole. I know! He's so annoying. Death row appeal. That one. Okay, I think you can put it in there. It's not saying, like, room invalid, so... And I think you can put them at any time, too. Oh yeah, it's working just fine. Yeah, perfect. This, for work, like the work time block will be a little bit bigger, but for now it's not, so... Protected, I guess I can set these up, so those are only like 3, so I can actually do something like so. Kitchen, I'm actually going to let the kitchen be used. A couple staff onlys. Workshop safety, I'm going to have 2 of those, and at the end I'm going to have a... Actually, let's move that there. There. So I have that like in the middle. Because I know it can be hard for prisoners to get to their works in time, so I'm just allowing that to, you know, possibly be used. Infirmary, I will be running these for every prisoner I come across. Because I feel that, that people deserve to not be, you know, under drugs or anything. Behavioral therapy, I'll worry about that in a second. That office. Chapel, I can put some spiritual guidance in there. Infirmary, I'll just run some more of these. Not like death row will use them, but you know, whatever. Oh, I'm gonna actually get rid of these death row appeals for 2 reasons. One, so I can have the death row inmates in for the prison for a long time, and second off, is that I don't have a maximum security. I got protective custody. Not like I couldn't just put them in protective custody for, you know, the little bit of time while I'm building one, but I just don't have a maximum security. I have a supermax. I could put them in supermax. Okay, maybe I will put those back on. That doesn't seem like a bad idea, putting them in supermax, because that's where they belong. Because, you know, it's somebody who just, you know, probably snaked their way out of murder, so, I mean... you know, like 10 people. So, I mean, putting them in Supermax is not a bad idea. Yeah, I'm using like half my guard population. Like, I have 200 guards, and like and like a bunch of them are being used. Oh, I should probably change something before something becomes a problem. I'm gonna have to build this. It needs tables, office desk, and chairs. Bin. I put bins everywhere. It's sort of my thing. Like, if you know, you'll know I built the thing because you'll see a bin in like some of the weirdest places. It's just sort of my signature. But then again, it also just sort of helps to keep the prison semi-clean. Semi. Yeah, I put them everywhere. You can't, yeah. Like, canteens, kitchens, anywhere where there's just a little one block space where I can put a cozy little bin. I usually put a bin. I like how those phone taps are going, yet there's like no reason to have a phone tap going right now. It just makes no sense. But when these prisoners come in 9 hours in-game 9 hours, we'll be able to see this door control system that I've built, which, if I go into utilities to see all this wiring mess, so any door control system at any time the main gate door control system, there's 4 of them, so redundancy essentially, and it controls 4 on each 2-door system, which is like an airlock system almost. And so essentially this one door control system controls all 4 doors and all 8 door servos. So there's 4 door controllers, and then there's 8 door servos and 2 doors. Well, no, not 4 doors. So, I mean, you pretty much could have 1 per door. Like, that would be some security. Is that, like, each door controller did 1 door, and that was the only door it did. That's some security, because you would have to have all 4 of them working in order for you to get somebody in and get somebody out. Well, at least vehicles. But yeah. So we'll be able to see this system in action, and since they'll be able to power all the doors at once, like open and close them all at once, well, you can like open and close 2 at a time, 2 door servos. It'll be very cool. And since I have them hooked up, so there's plenty of redundancy. So if like one door servo were to break from a prisoner or something, I could very easily have that door open, as long as the door isn't super damaged because of the other door servo. It's a nice way to make sure that everything works. So. And if one of the door servos breaks, again by a prisoner or you know, whatever, same thing, I can have all the doors still operational and not have to be opened by a key yet, so I mean, that's a nice thing. Let's see what chat has to say, since I'm just waiting on prisoners. Chat has to say nothing. Messages per minute? None. Viewers watching now? 2. Maximum viewers I've had watch today? 3. Is it 3 or is it 4? It's 3. Stream health? It's pretty good. go check that setting real fast. Since I am kind of come on. Oh, bugger. Come here, XSplit. You don't want to work today. Why don't you want to work? Well, can I, like... I'm wondering how I'm gonna have to end the stream later on tonight. Like, what time is it? You guys probably don't really care yet. Not long. Come on, prisoners. Come on. We ain't got all day for you. So, right now, trying to get 2 death rows in here. And it's taking quite a long time. But once they are in here, then yeah, they should start prying away at their chance of getting either just released outright or put on a sentence in Supermax. So it would be, you know, max, but it's going to be Supermax in this case. We can currently hold, at this time, 16 death row and 39 Supermax. That seems kind of low, but how many? So it's... Oh yeah, because I've got that one missing. It would be 40, but I've turned 3. Oh, I've turned 1 of the cells into solitary, which is actually surprising because I have... I don't know. I might just use this. You know what would be funny is if I just copied this entire cell plan, like, and just did that for all my cell blocks. So like normal security, minimum security, and all that. That would be weird because, I mean that is 110 cells in just protective. So I mean it wouldn't be that bad. But I mean whatever. Come on, death row. It does seem like death row do feel like, and we don't feel like coming today. But, since I have nothing really to build, I guess I could start building these cells. That wouldn't be a bad thing to do. We can build, I don't know, 40 of them? No. Let's only build about 30 of them for now. Like, I have to ask myself how many cells I want to build in protective custody. Or do I want to start building on minimum security? That's minimum security. Now, that's supposed to hold about double the number of cells. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, is that if you're wondering what these are, this is 2 deliveries, 2 storage, and then down here at the bottom, it's just 1 block, and it's exports, thermal exports, and garbage. I'm actually going to do something. I'm going to get some paving stones. I'm going to pave, like... I might as well pave, since I got, like, a bunch of money. Not only burning a hole in my pocket, but, like... I want to make this prison sort of look nice. You know, because... You know, why not? I mean, I don't want these prisoners living in a crap hole. These are, you know, not the best living experience. You know, I don't want the... it depends on the prisoner class, but I don't want them having the best cell and they not want to leave, but... I mean, that's one thing I don't get, is that, like... I mean, sometimes you want those prisoners to stay, because, I mean, their sentences are kind of short, and, like, you can't really do anything. So, like, maximum security is usually the way to go, because not only do they pay a little bit better, but they usually have a sentence that's a little bit longer. And it's nice, you're not losing them within the first 2 days. So I'm just seeing if this is at all full, because I mean I did have perimeter wall. I'm gonna take that as it is. So, and then all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and surround that. Surround that in paving stones, so people can just walk around those. And in 2 hours in game, we shall have some prisoners. Probably the calmest of the prisoners, because they sort of sit in their cells and they just sort of don't do a whole lot. So usually death row are the hardest to get your hands on, but they're also the easiest to maintain. They don't beg for anything. You know, they're kind of like the ones that just sit in a little corner and are just quiet. They're the quiet ones. Don't cause very many problems. You know, it's like the pet you've always wanted to have, but you never could. So I'm just gonna start filling these up, and then if you're wondering why I stopped at the corners, because I actually want to fill the corners in with paving stone. Mainly, oh, autosave. Dang it. And in now just about 2 hours in game. I mean, yeah, that number is falling at least. As I work on my prison beautification project, 2018. Have I not been using paving stone? If I was using concrete, that would suck. Have I been using concrete? No, it's indoor only, so I can't really. Yeah, good. And then toss some paving stones in the corner as a little just treat. I don't know, just to make it look armored or something. I don't know. I feel like where the grass has already started to come in. I don't think it's doing too bad. And also, that's a lot of turf. Officially, that's a lot of turf. Oh, man. Whew. Okay, so in 1 in-game hour, we should have some more, we should have some prisoners, so it's coming very close. Very close. Let's see what chat has to say, if any. And nothing. That's alright. As I watch how bad this prison lags. It lags like so bad. If if I had like a frame counter, I'd probably be getting, I don't know, 10 frames per second maybe. Because that's surely what it feels like. But soon we should have some prisoners, so... yeah, this is at the fastest. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my thing down here. Move my mouse way up into that corner. Nope, not that far. So I'm not moving. It sort of help time go by, I guess. Time clock is like not moving. Oh, it is. It's moving so slow. I guess it's because of how much turf has to be placed down. If I go sit out like at the edge of the map or something, it moves a little bit faster. Yeah, it's moving way faster out here. Because it's not loading, you know, it's got all those things loaded, but it's not loading them in, like, so you can see them when you're out in the edge of the map. I'm glad they left that in. Yes, 2 death rows shall be arriving tomorrow. Well, today, actually. As we slowly wait, ever so slowly, for them to show up. I think they show up at, like... I'm quite sure the clock is moving faster than the time it takes for them to show up. Anyways, they're about to arrive. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And it's starting to blink. So that means it's almost here. 3, uno. Come on, show me uno. And they're here. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and close my intake for now. $5,000, that's a lot for some prisoners. I only got like 2 prisoners too. And you should be seeing them any minute now. Whew, that's a lot of grass. That is, where are these prisoners? Did I close it too fast or something? Oh, there they are. And they have arrived, so... there's one of them. Yeah. Doesn't have a whole lot about him. Wasn't really expecting anything to know about him right now. 3 things: murder, torture, rape, attempted murder, and attempted murder. All pled guilty. This guy's probably safe to execute. Not right now, but he probably is safe to execute. So soon doors. So they should both be on this prison. Oh, there's the other one. He is murder, torture, rape, murder, torture, grievous bodily harm, and yep. And he pled not guilty, so this guy may have a fighting chance. He did plead non-guilty, so he may not be guilty, but I mean, for someone who pled guilty, it's probably a safe bet that they are guilty. But you never know. So there they are, in their nice clothes of black, waiting on some guards to show up to take them to their newfound homes as death row inmates. Oh, by the way, when a building burns, this is something that a lot of people don't know, is when a building burns, it actually uses the road textures as burn. As like burnt use. So that's burnt. No, that's what they use for things that are burnt. That's why you usually see like the lines and things like that in like burned objects, because they use the same files. They just use road. It's like it's weird how they do that. They use this road, not like the road that you can place, but this road right here. I cannot wait until they actually stop placing grass, because then like the game won't lag as much. But then again, I'm also live streaming. Oh, and another thing I did innovate in this is that since I wanted a bunch of redundancies, to prevent, a prisoner from just gaining access to the gates and practically just shutting them down and maybe locking them open, I've actually have power supply backups in here. These power supplies, these ones, just power this room. And this one only powers this room and down in the bottom of the map as well for the other two. That's it. That's all they power. Now that's funny, because that means that if you do knock out one of the power supplies, you're not knocking out a whole lot. And the capacitors are there just for looks. It's not going to kill the power supply. Unlike some rooms. So why is this room? Because it doesn't have an ironing... Oh yeah, that's right. I removed the ironing board because I had it in the wrong spot. Ah, dummy me. Come on. The lag is so real. Just stick it there. Jeez. The lag is just there. It's so real. Well, I think one of the prisoners is actually going to the cell. I don't know about the other one. I think the other one might have been stuck in lockup because he brought something into the cell, into the prison. I don't know. Apparently not. But yes, they're just going to be going to their cells, and that's about it. So once we get them to their cells, and probably when the grass starts to be a little less laggy. Sheesh. I've installed so much grass, though. And then these corners just, like, set the entire thing. Like, you have, like, grass with, like, hardened outsides, like, with the paving stone. And then, like, in the corners, you have just paving stone. It's almost like it's almost like if the prison were to be, like, rigid, yet soft. Like, it's rigid and strong, but it's also forgiving, you know? Oh, and another thing, if Introversion Software is listening, is that make punishments for, like, crimes, like murder and things like that, different per, like, security level. Because if, like, if I found, like, my minimum security prisoners with, like, luxuries or something, you know, I wouldn't really mind. But if I found, like, my, you know, higher up prisoners with, like, luxuries, that might be a problem. You know, or something like that, or weapons, you know. Like, make them level-based. Like, per, like, inmate, you know, level. That would be nice. But then again, I don't think Introversion's gonna be watching some tiny streamer with only, like, 40-some subs. Speaking of the sub count, we currently have 41 subs, so cool. Cannot believe, like, nobody's watching. Well, then again, it's quite late, so I think I'm about to call the stream here, guys. I've been streaming now for almost 2 hours, so I'm gonna call it here. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. We will probably... I might not be live, but I know, like, at least 2 IP will be live, so Yeah, I'm going to bed, so I'm going to turn off the stream. I'll be going to bed in a little bit, but I'm tired. I don't feel like streaming no more. Let's go ahead and just kill the stream. So, so yeah, no. So yeah, so now I got export to actually do its job. Oh, come on. Let me... So yeah, I want to just kill the stream. Since export doesn't want to work at all. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow. I'll at least talk to you guys tomorrow or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to... Oh, wait. I can actually now shut the stream properly. Come on, let me hit outputs. Come on, exploit. Exploit's tired, you can tell. Exploit. No.